second letter to the Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 1. So we can begin to finish. Oh, that you would bear with me in a little folly. And indeed, you do bear. Nations, I receive, you tolerate a little bit of my folly. Tolerate me, because this is a folly. Paul spoke foolishness. What happens is that in those days, they didn't believe him. It's that it wasn't for those days. God had that already decreed. For I am jealous over you with godly jealousy, for I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a virgin to Christ. They had two husbands, Jesus of Nazareth and the risen one. And if you read Romans 7 from 1 to 4, I read Romans 7:4 to redeem time from verse 1 to verse 3. But what it says there, that when the husband of a woman dies, in the law, being in the law, that's why he says, I say to those that know the law, that when a husband dies, the woman can remarry and she cannot be found in adultery. So what happens? Jesus, the risen one, is the true husband of the church. But the churches for 2,000 years, they've been in adultery, married to two husbands. They take advantage of the sacrifice of Christ on the cross, but then they want to imitate, according to doctrines, Jesus of Nazareth, according to the rudiments. So Paul says, I want to marry you with one husband, but you want both. Jesus of Nazareth died, and when he was risen, he stopped being Jesus of Nazareth, and now he's God over all things. But if you imitate him in his rudiments and doctrines, it's like to give life to he that died. It's the same, listen, that if your husband dies, or you get divorced. So then you left that husband, and you as a woman would like to get married again because your husband died. So then what happens? You found a great husband, and now this is your new husband, which you love a lot. And one day he goes visit you, and he sees a picture of the husband in the living room of the one that died. And when your new husband asks, who is that? He says, that was my husband. Man, that's a beautiful frame. Oh, I adore him. He's so beautiful. The first time you may pass it up, but then he marries her, and as he lives with her, he notices that she sometimes goes by and... Do you know those beautiful pictures of Jesus of Nazareth? Those beautiful pictures of the Sacred Heart of Jesus? When you put that up, the risen one says, knowing me according to the flesh, committing adultery with me. Paul wanted to present you with one husband and you with a picture there of the other husband. Hello. The church is an adultery every and all over the world. That is adultery. Listen, Christ, you have to look at him face to face. You know how? Through the gospel. When he tells you, Jose Luis, with one offering, I made you perfect forever. Abba, Father,